Taurus, welcome back to the channel, Taurus. For those of y'all that are new, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. We're going to be taking a look to see what channel messages Spirit has for all of my Taurus placements. We got the Magician coming out. Let's keep going, you guys. All right, we have the Six of Wands in reverse. That Page of Cups in reverse. The Lovers in reverse. And then we have the Hierophant in reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I feel like 5 is the number. And then the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles. All right, so either this has something to do with some type of creative project that you're trying to bring into fruition, a lifestyle that you're trying to manifest. Those are the big ones that are coming out for those of you that have career goals. You're trying to manifest the next 5 to 10 years of your life. You're really trying to prepare yourself for whatever changes are about to come up in your life. And it feels like as you're trying to manifest better into your life, there are things that still haunt you. It feels like there are things that still haunt you as far as, let's say you have a lot of success going on in your life right now, but you may not be married. Okay, you could be in your 50s and 60s. You get what I'm saying? Or you may have like careers going really well for you, even though you may not have children in your life right now. You know, you may not have ever had children. For those of you that have, you may want second children, okay, with the Page of Cups in reverse. You could be wanting to settle down, get married. But it feels as if, for whatever reason, you haven't been able, you've always had to, you could never have both at the same time. You've always had to choose between one or over the other, and vice versa. For all of my self-employed people out here, it feels like you have had to deal with a lot of disadvantage. Hold on. Okay, where was I? Like, you've had to deal with a lot of disadvantages, you know. Things have played out at a disadvantage in certain areas as far as you getting everything going. Maybe when you think you're getting some traction, an area of your life may slow down, or things may be feeling like it's taking longer than it should have to take. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all, this could be in regards to like going back to school as well. I forgot to get one more card. So let's get one more card. The Emperor. This is interesting. I was trying to debate if I wanted to post the video that I already recorded. And I feel like this just came out as confirmation. All right, you get what you give type of energy, especially with the Emperor. Because something is only going to be as good as you healing inner child trauma. Like, this stems back to your father's bloodline, generational curses, things like that, genetics. And as much as I was trying to steer away from those things, it feels like it's screaming for attention. Like, that's what I feel like. Someone's inner child here is like screaming for attention that you may not be confronting. There's something that you're not confronting, and I don't know what it is. But when I saw the Emperor come out, and I feel like for it to get to this extent, where no matter where you go is following you, no matter what you do is following you, and it's like you can't run from it. And you know, pretty much going against the grain ain't enough, or something like that. It ain't gonna be enough. Just going against the grain, just doing whatever you want, how you want to do it, ain't gonna be enough. Like, just, you know how they say you get to a phase of your life where you just live your life and you don't care what anyone else thinks, and that's enough. I feel like this goes back to your roots. Okay, there's something that has, things have come to fruition based off of choices that have been made. And so in this season of harvest, it's either going to benefit you and you'll profit from it, or it's meant to teach you something. And I feel like It's meant to teach you patience, meant to teach you like things don't happen when you want them to happen. It's meant to teach you a lot. And even though you may say that you understand that, the energy is just saying that when you're triggered by people that you feel like you can't trust, or you come across people that do not take accountability for the way that the things that they've done, this may be the time of year where you find yourself around people that trigger you. But it's like you still go around them or you still be around them. And so it's difficult for you to really feel like you can move on with your life because this becomes like a big distraction. So it's like, how can you manifest better in your life if it requires you to pretend? And yes, pretending is good until it ain't good no more. You get what I'm saying? Idolizing people is cool until it ain't cool no more, until we go through a whole year like this where it's like, damn, I can't idolize religion, I can't idolize celebrities, I can't idolize nothing, because the character are everyone's character is shitty no matter where they are, what profession that they're in. So someone may be going through dark night of the soul energy here. If you guys are new to the channel and you are going through your dark night of the soul and you're trying to make sense of everything, I definitely would encourage you to go back at least 1 year if it's not popping up on your news feed already, and start from like the very beginning if you're able to, especially any videos that are from like a year ago. You'll see like 2 years worth of content, but definitely start back from like a year ago, because I feel like that's a lot of, like, a year, for the past year we've done a lot of shadow work. Okay, the universal year 7 was a lot of shadow work. This universal year 8 that we're closing up, it's been a lot of revelations. It's been a lot of exposure. If you guys remember, I think I did a live stream talking about what's manifesting for 2020. Well, I think it was 2023 or what was 2024. And talking about the actions that's meant to be taken. This year to universal year 9, it requires, and that's why I'm saying, if you know that you're OG and you've been on this channel forever, and you may be saying, well, I don't need to go back because I saw every video back then and I know what she's talking about. That's cool and everything, but I gotta tell you what Spirit is saying in this reading. And what Spirit is saying is pretty much, the universal year 9 is all about soul connection. It's the soul train. It's being on the train of being able to go deeper, connect with your soul, and in everything that you produce in this world, everything that you create in the world, it has to be connected to your soul purpose. It has to be connected to the depth of your soul. And if you struggle with connecting with the soul, then that means you're in your ego. And you're going to have a hard universal year 9. So if you want to prepare for a more harmonious universal year 9, you're going to have to confront your inner child. You're going to have to go back to what triggers you when it comes to receiving bad news or things that you thought that was going to come into fruition, not coming in when you expected it. Someone that is intentional about manifestation, and as intentional as you are, as much hard work as you put in, investment, blood, sweat, and tears as you put in, still not receiving the recognition that you feel like you deserve, can really, because I feel like you got a great poker face. No one will really will be able to see the war that's going on underneath the skin, but I can see it. Okay, so underneath that skin, there is war, honey, war, and it's ego. It's not the higher self. So any area of your life where it feels like you have failed and you feel like you won't be able to go another year hiding these failures, because some of y'all, you won't be able to go another year hiding these failures because it's going to trigger you. Like your mask is going to fall off. Some of y'all, it's gonna be like money decreasing, support changing. It's gonna be a significant fall from grace. Certain spiritual, certain ascended masters ain't gonna be working with you no more. And it's really, it may be guilty by association. You could have someone that you refuse to sever ties with. And you're trying to find a way to still keep this person in your life, and they're dragging you down to hell. It could be a professional relationship, and you're trying to find a way to keep that person being your manager, or keep that person, being, we gonna stick beside each other, and it's a price to pay for that. Because you don't want to let go. You may think you could walk away from everybody, love, people that hurt you and your child, but it's like one particular person that you idolize or that you respect, and you need to let go of that motherfucker a long time ago, but you have a hard time doing that. Maybe because they were there for you in the very beginning, and it's hard to see that person. Look at that, the honoring path. I'm telling you. I feel like the universal, last year, you were retired. Someone could retire. You were told what path to take, and what to reveal, what truths to have. You were given a choice in the universal year 7 that you would receive, like you may have received a prophecy or reading, like you would receive your flowers, you would receive your recognition, but it would require that you let go of your commitment and your loyalty to a particular person in your life. This could be a father figure, a friend that you consider to be a patron of your belief systems, whatever. And for reaping good karma from you standing up for what's right and reaping good karma and you speaking your truth, it would bless you tenfold. And pretty much it's almost like you did, but you didn't. Like you kind of like tried to, it's like telling the truth but not the whole truth, omission, protecting identity, Stockholm syndrome. And so it's like, nah, you're not going to be able to disguise like you have confronted that ego, like you have confronted that, because how can you confront that if you continue to engage in certain activity with certain people that are like shitty people. And then you telling yourself like, oh, well, I mean, I don't agree with everything that they do, but I won't say nothing about it. I'll still keep their secrets. Like, I may not agree with it, but what's happening. It's like spirit is coming for y'all too, like trying to avoid drama. And the price of that is loss. Like you will lose out on way more than you thought. I feel like spirit wants to talk about what you're losing. See, you don't always understand God's plan, but when you do it your way instead of the way that it was meant to happen, you were meant to play an active role in bringing down an infrastructure, bringing down corruption and X, Y, Z, and then you folded on that. Someone here folded on the way that it was told to you. Use that information as a way to bypass things coming into fruition, getting insight, especially if you guys ever did any of the type of readings where I used to do personal readings called Crazy 8, and those were a lot of manifestation readings where in order to knowing multiple timelines and how it's meant to play out, you are creating the will. And when you make certain decisions, you are making agreements. 53 energy. It's a master magician energy. And so when you make an agreement to be a mirror and to make certain decisions, so many people are supposed to benefit from your intention. And so when the intention is, y'all ever saw the movie Holes? I don't know if y'all ever saw the movie Holes, but there was like Shia LaBeouf and I forgot his other name. So pretty much they were like descendants of a family tie, blood ties, okay? And in the movie, Shia LaBeouf experienced a life of bad karma, and so did the boy from Holes. In some area, one story, they both had different walks of life, but they were both hard in its own right, okay? Now, what neither one of them knew was that their paths were coming full circle, and it was coming full circle based off of their ancestors' experience together. So Shia LaBeouf, great grandfather or whatever, came across the black boy's great grandmother, and he wanted to be successful in life and have certain things happen for him and X, Y, and Z, right? And so she gave him a recipe and she told him or whatever, this is going to make you very successful. This is what you got to do that, and you're going to be successful. Okay. He did all of that. A part of his, he was meant to pay her, and her payment, she couldn't walk. So she wanted to be carried to the top of the mountain. Like every year he had to devoutly come and carry her to the top of the mountain so she could drink from the spring. Well, he experienced so much success that he never showed up. Okay, he forgot his promise to her, and in turn, he cursed himself and his future generations. And no matter what his family did, it's always, they were never able to have that great invention. They were never able to experience the other side of good karma. And also, it affected her bloodline as well. You know, in and out of jail, going through hardship, X, Y, and Z. And, but as we all continue to revolve around the sun, eventually their choices or like a series of unfortunate events landed them in the same vicinity. Okay. On the same land that they didn't even remember. You see here? On the same land, on the same property that they didn't even remember or have no idea that was the same. The reason why the reason why it hadn't rained there, the reason why the ground was destitute was because of karma. And so the land was stricken. And so they had droughts and stuff like that. And that's because the person that was supposed to be going to that spring every year was never taken. And so you can run, but you can't hide is pretty much what it's saying here. And so due to some type of karma here, yeah, intuition and manifestation. See, when you use intuition, when you use spirit to look into your future, to see whatever, when you personally do those things, and then you make personal agreements and you make promises, planning and action said that you made promises that you were going to do this year. In the year of 2008, you made promises at the top of the year. 3 years ago, you said you was going to make some shit happen, and the time is winding down. And it's like, okay, what did you learn? And this is going to be like the test. You see the Scantron here? This is the test that determines whether or not you actually put in the work. And this could be something as small as, like I said, a personal promise that you made to yourself, a personal commitment that you made to yourself. And if you didn't show yourself approved, then there are consequences that comes from it. So let's see what's manifesting. What was this path meant to bring into manifestation? Anything, Spirit? I'm hearing it's irrelevant of what it was going to bring into fruition. If you didn't do it, it's irrelevant. Just feels forced at this point. Promise you. Okay, I'm gonna give it one more shuffle. If not, we're gonna put these cards down. Okay, that's it. That's it. Bottom of the deck. Gives into their hearts, gives into their desires, emotionally unavailable. So this is about someone that's emotionally unavailable. The reason why they're emotionally unavailable has something to do with their childhood, inner child. Their inner child is gatekeeping against them. Closed book, closed chapter. You do not get to pass go. You do not get to collect $200. You are the weakest link. Go back to the front of the line. Go back to the back of the line and wait. And I'm telling you, the high priestess. And the high priestess came literally under there. Whoever this is for, you gonna know it. You gonna know it. You gonna know it. I'm sorry, mama. I never meant to hurt you. But tonight, I'm cleaning out my closet. Something about cleaning out your closet, releasing your burdens. The 10 of Wands. There's something about releasing your burdens from the 10 of Wands. I don't know what the hell happened. We have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There's a secret here. Family secret. Some stuff that's happened in secret. Protecting identities. Protecting people's images. All types of shit. How long did it take Tina Turner to say that her mother hated her? You know, how long did it really take? And to this day, you have a lot of people that are in affluent positions, influencer positions, and they will lie straight through their teeth about the shit that they have going on. They just out here creating unfinished business, sowing seeds of dysfunction. And they can try to say, oh, that's why I don't have no kids, that's why I don't do this. But at the end of the day, it has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with refusing to tell the fucking truth. And then looking at other people like something is wrong with them for doing that. You know, having the type of Page of Swords outlook on other people doing something that they struggle with doing for themselves. Someone is very offended. I feel like the spiritual realm is very offended. It's a disgrace to someone's ancestors. It's like spitting on their grave. It's some shit that has been done, and it's real bad out here. Someone that is really good at directing their will, visualizing the things that they want to manifest and bring into fruition. They got a lot of skill. They got a lot of talent. We have 37, 35. We have 73. A lot of ascended masters have worked with this person's energy. But they have been avoiding a disaster, avoiding a lot here. And it's equivalent to a lot of bad karma. The 4 of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups in reverse. I'm seeing someone like lose. The crazy part about it is, as someone is losing homes, losing stability, losing structures, losing opportunities, falling down in a dark pit. They are going. It's like with the tripping squirrel in reverse. This is saying that You know how they say ignorance is bliss, and not knowing why all something is happening kind of like lets you stay in that bliss. This is literally knowing exactly why, not being able to, that's more hell, like not being able to be asleep to why shit is happening, and knowing exactly why it's happening, and having it like knowing why the bad karma is there and why it's happening for all eternity. Damn, it's bad. It's like divorces out here, separations, loss of money, businesses, someone's whole life work is about to be going down the drain, and it's going to go down the drain with everybody else in connection with it. It's going to be a dark day. I'm telling you, judgment, y'all. I don't know who this is meant to resonate with, but it's giving me chills. Okay, this is like a judgment, an indictment being hauled off in the back of, what's some police car? Not even police car. This is the type of shit that take you to prison. Somebody's about to get some type of judgment call on something. The Emperor, Judgment, the Chariot. There is a father figure energy. I don't care if this father is alive or not. Like, it is. And the King of Wands in reverse again. It could be an ancestor literally that is about to carry someone out. There's only two ways it's going. Either this is someone that's going to be behind bars for years to come, or they're going out on a gurney. Wow. And they don't, and it's like this ancestor does not care if relatives or family members are sad about it. No mercy. No mercy. There ain't a bail that you can get, that you can conjure up to get this person out. Like this, somebody getting life. I'm seeing it, life in prison, or what they call it, 10 feet under, 6 feet under. I literally saw dirt being poured on a casket. Like someone is super offended. Like something about the age of, something about it's before someone hits the age 10 or something like that. Like someone is gonna be hauled out. This shit may happen before income tax season. Someone's gonna get hauled out. They may lose some money. They're going to act up. They're going to do something stupid, and it's going to land them behind bars. This got to be hitting close to home. Somebody's been hiding or covering up for somebody's sick shit that they've been doing in a home. And I feel like they're not just going to come for the father. They're not just going to come for the father. If it's a mother involved, she going down with them. Like someone, like there has been, like someone that's been thinking they're getting away with something. Like there's been a case that's being built against a couple. The one refused to change. Like somebody may have been being protected due to like their partner may have been protecting their image. Y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like this is some sick shit, and I really hate picking up on stuff like this. I really do. I really, really do. But if there is any women out here in the world that have allowed their children to be like abused sexually, molestation, all that type of shit, and turning a blind eye and acting like they don't know because they don't want to break up with that person or stop dealing with them. And have been kind of pretending. Like it's not happening, and cheering them up and asking them if they're going to play nice today or they're going to be mean about it. But being aware of, like, especially if their child is like special, autistic, or some shit like that. It's just this energy of someone kind of like hiding a criminal all along and calling it love and calling it like stability and calling it that's what you do for family or that's what you do in marriages or relationships. That shit it's gonna hit different on so many levels. It's gonna change the dynamics of society. Unlike, it's gonna be the greatest fall. Six of Wands in reverse. Damn. This has to be people that have experience. They used to be Six of Wands. Influential, powerful. Getting rid of evidence, covering up for shit. It's a lot. Man, I don't know. It's a lot. And like anyone that's like allowing this to be like revealed spiritually and trying to do their part by letting it be revealed spiritually or not trying to conceal it spiritually, because you didn't speak on it in the 3D, it don't matter if you set yourself free spiritually to like let God already saw your sin type shit long time ago. So you could let it be spiritually known spiritually, and you could feel like you setting yourself free there because you weren't the person that made the call, because you weren't the person that exposed it, because you didn't pick up that phone, because you didn't stand up for what's right or wrong in the 3D flesh. Yeah, that's a different type of spiritual karma. It's a different type of spiritual karma. I'm telling you, it's different. I feel like there's been a lot of talk and there's been a lot of this and a lot of people know the fucking truth and they all biting their tongue and they all pretend like they don't know and they all trying to stay out of the drama and they all trying to let the government do their job. Just let this happen. Ooh, the devil. Listen, let me tell you something. This that type of shit where it's like guilty by association. Don't matter how you cut it, sweetheart. You can say I wasn't in my right state of mind. I didn't know this. I didn't know that. If it wasn't being exposed, if it wasn't coming to the light, if these things wasn't happening, I can guarantee you it don't matter what happened behind closed doors or what happened in certain sectors. They were never going to have to admit it. Period. So many people have paid the piper to keep these types of infrastructures in existence, okay? And if you have questions about these things because you constantly watching content about it, and you're curious to know how it all plays out, but you don't want to know about the drama, but it triggers you, watching it happen on the big screen triggers your inner world, that's because you got in your small world, which is your relationships and your lifestyle, it's mirroring to you the shit that you potentially got going on in your own personal family and in your own personal life. Oh, don't think for a second whatever's happening for celebrities ain't mirroring in the private sector or the civilian world. Oh yeah, they shit stink too, and everybody have their day. Judgment is coming. And it is what it is. But that's all I have to say about that, you guys. Don't come getting no personal reading with me about none of this. So if I see your questions and you asking about any of this, I'm going to politely send you your money back. Love you. Bye.